Oh, hey guys, so we're back with another Bible story. Like I told y'all, I am not telling you the numbers anymore because I probably forgot. If it's I think it's 6, but it doesn't really matter right now. I am stationed in front of China One in Lakeland, Florida, in the Highlands Plaza by Winn-Dixie. So yeah, never been there, but yep, that's where I am. I'm doing the story on Moses and the Israelites today, so let's get into it. Okay, so like y'all know, Moses grew up in the palace with his brother, because they found him after Pharaoh was trying to kill the babies. His mom put my baby, put him in the water. He was not swimming, but dodging boats and stuff, and he ended up in a river by the Pharaoh's palace. So they're like, oh snap, it's a baby. So his wife's like, let me go ask Pharaoh if we can keep him. He's like, oh, we can keep him, yeah, not knowing that he was one of the babies that he was trying to kill. So he grows up with his brother, and they live in life, having fun in the palace, doing whatever they want to. They got golden toilet seats probably, and pearl toilet paper. So they just living life. And then one day he finds out that he is not one of them. He's not an Egyptian, and the people that they enslaving are his people. He's like, no. He pulled his hair off his little piece. He said no, threw it, and he just ran to where his people were not. So he was in the desert, this man, just roughing it. If y'all saw the movie, the animated movie, there were camels eating his hair. Like, that might not have happened. That was probably just in the movie. Y'all get what I'm saying. Then he found this woman, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna marry you. And then he's a part of this whole community, and this is where we start talking about, he was in the field, with the flock, with his stick, doing his thing out there, what they do in the fields with the flocks. And he looks over and he's like, what? It's an angel that just showed him. So he's like, hey, maybe not like that, but he just came out of nowhere in a burning, and Moses is like, and the Bible even says that he took a step back. That man said, oh, so he took a step back, and he's like, yo, what is that? And God's like, yo, take your shoes off. This is holy ground. He's like, taking his shoes off, like, okay, like he can just hear the voice. You can't see God. And then God's like, I am the God of Isaac. I'm the God of Jacob. And he starts telling him who he's the God of. And Moses is like, oh. And he hides his face, and God's like, chill. You don't got to do all that. I'm just letting you know. I'm just kidding. God didn't say that. He's like, I've seen the suffering of Egypt. Moses is like, yeah, you did. It's crazy out there. And God's like, I came back to save them from the power of the Egyptians. Moses is like, yeah, save them. Those are my people. And then the Lord goes even harder. He's like, I will bring them out of the land of the Egyptians. And Moses is like, yeah, do that. We bring them out of that land. He said, I'm gonna bring them to a land flowing with milk and honey. And Moses is like, word, let's go, God. Yeah, bring them out there. Can I come too? God's like, and that is why I have come to you, that you may free my people. Moses is like, wait, I was saying you could, like, if you're God, so you could do it all. Like, you're up there, and you can come down, because you're God. Who am I? You know what I'm saying? Who am I to go, to Pharaoh and tell him to release them? Like, who am I? He's like, I'll be with you, and this is just something special for you, so you can see that I'm working through you, And yeah, after you free them, you can worship me in the mountains. Like, you gonna be up in the mountains. He says, see, okay, I'm going to them, right? And say to them, oh, the God of your fathers has sent me. But like, who am I supposed to say sent me? Like, who, what name? Look at this man making up. Is that important right now? Like, come on, just go. I was like, I am who I am. Moses was probably like, oh, why are you yelling, dog? I was just asking. And God's like, I am who I am. Tell them I am who I am has sent you. And then the Lord gives him this whole script. God's like, I want you to say that I am the God of Isaac. And Moses is like, I had it. Okay. The God of, okay. To Israel, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay. Look, God says this whole script, and he's like, after you tell the leaders, go to the people of Israelite, and then say, and he said the whole script again, okay? And Moses is like, okay, so you said that God, never mind. Really, I just want to tell you, like, I can't really speak too well. Like, honestly, sitting right here talking to you, like, I'm not even speaking too well, you know? And God's like, oh, so who created those that are deaf? Like, who created those that cannot hear? Who created those who cannot see? So who created a mouth on your mouth? Who created a mouth on your face? Okay then. So you got Aaron with you. Bring Aaron. I'ma tell you what to say. You tell Aaron what to say. Technically, you speaking through him. It's God, then Moses, then Aaron. And that's something special, you know what I'm saying? Because he could have just went straight over Moses, was like, boop, send it to Aaron. Aaron could have saw a burning bush, and Moses wouldn't have to, like, it'd have been a wrap. Like, Aaron would have just been talking like he was right now. But you know what I'm saying? God wanted to use him. He gave him an opportunity to be used. Think about that. And God's like, ask him if you can travel 3 days. He said, I know he gonna have a hard heart about it, but, like, just ask him. Just ask him. And then Moses is like, okay, but, like, what if they don't listen to me? Like, what if they don't believe me? They might be like, the Lord has not shown himself to you. And God's like, what you got in your hand? Moses is like, this? A stick? God's like, throw that on the ground. So Moses is like, and it turns into a snake. And the Bible says Moses ran. He was like, oh, that's a snake. Then God's like, get Moses, come. Why are you running? Moses, come back. And Moses is like, okay. And God's like, grab it by the tail. He grabs it and it turns back into a stick. I'd have been going through it too, just like Moses. I'm getting hot right now. Then God's like, by seeing this, maybe they'll believe me, right? They'll believe you. And then he's like, okay, now take your hand and put it in your pocket. Moses is like, this hand? God's like, no, the other one. So he's like, okay, next hand. And puts it in his pocket. And his hand comes out, and the Bible says that it was disease stricken and it was white as snow. I'd be like, whoa! Put it back! So then God was like, put your hand back in your pocket. He put his hand back in, and it was fine. He said, if they don't believe the first thing, then hopefully they're going to believe this second one. They may not even believe either one. He said, if they don't believe that one or the first one, I want you to take some water from the Nile, drop it on dry ground, and it should turn into blood. So Moses returns to Jethro. That's the father of his wife. He's like, I got to go share some stuff with Jesus. And Jethro was like, peace. Or he said, go in peace. Something like that, you know. It's all the same thing. And then he, like, starts getting his family ready. They get on the donkey. And he's like, okay, Lord, so, like, what if they don't let him go? Or, like, what if... It's, like, the third time he asked God like that. Like, the man already he had the disease on the hand. You're like, oh! And they put the pot... And it's clean. Okay, say it like this. So, Israel's my firstborn. So, if he doesn't give me my firstborn back, I will let his firstborn die. Say it like that. That should do something. Y'all, some deep stuff was happening. What just happened right here? The Lord met Moses at a resting place of the way and would have put him to death. I'm lost. But Zipporah, his wife, took a knife and cut off her son's piece of skin and threw it at Moses' feet. And she said, for sure you are a husband of blood to me. So is that husband of blood? I'll be right back because I'm confused. Alright, y'all, I'm back. And why didn't y'all tell me I had my seatbelt on that whole time? I'm looking like an idiot. Y'all just sitting here and watching me. Oh, she looked like an idiot. But go ahead, continue the story. So what I found out was, this is a whole nother story all up in this thing. So the reason the Lord was going to kill him was because him and Moses been going back and forth about it. Moses is like, I don't want to circumcise my child. Because Zipporah, his wife, is like, I'm disgusted by that. Do not circumcise him. Let him live his life. Right? But that's how the Israelites supposed to be living their lives, you know? So the Lord's like, this man was sleeping. The Lord said, I don't know how Zipporah, how did she know? And she's like, no, threw the skin at his son's skin. I guess because his son's, oh, she threw the, so she circumcised her son. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. So she circumcised him. The Bible says she threw his skin at Moses' ankle, and guys was like, okay, lit, now we can go do what we gotta do, because Moses was out here trying to teach God's law, but he wasn't living by it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, think about that. Out here this man's trying to preach God's law, but he ain't living by it. That's all of us. So clarity. clarity. Ain't that something? The Lord is good, because I really did not understand. I was thinking, why would God try to kill him? He just sent him on a mission. Like, is he gonna try to kill me? What about me? Okay, so we're back in this thing. So the Lord tells Aaron, go meet Moses. He meets up with Moses. Moses tells him all about what's going on, and then they start on their way. So, okay, Moses and Aaron are gathered together, like, okay, we're gonna do this for the leaders. He shows the leaders, boop, stick, snake, hand thing. Oh my gosh. Push his hand away, and they're like, okay, they're on board with it. So once they saw, like, oh my gosh, God is real, they bowed down and they worshiped him. So next, they went to Pharaoh, okay? They're like, okay, we're gonna do the same thing. Bam, bam. I'm gonna do the hoo, 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 hoo. Out of my pocket, bam, that's crazy, isn't it? Believe me, let my people go. So he's like, okay, let my people, too loud. Okay, anyway, I had a feeling. Let my people go. That's too much. That sounds like a lyric or something. Let my people go. Was that? All right. Okay, we're good. So he goes in there. He's like, let my people go. Pharaoh's like, who's the Lord? Who's Lord? Like, oh, who's the Lord that I'm supposed to obey him? Like, Lord. Okay, Pharaoh. Lord, Pharaoh. Like, who's Lord? Send him in here. Like, let me talk to Lord. He said, I will not let your people go. I'm not going to. That they were like, the Lord of the Israelites sent us, and he said, like, you have to let them go. We have to go to the desert and have that little gift for the Lord, or he gonna kill us all from disease. Like, so let them go. Let them go. And Pharaoh's like, why would you have them stop working right now? They at work. Let them work. Go back to work. Like, people are just standing. He's like, go back to work. And Moses is like, there's so many people working out here. Let them rest for a good minute. Like, can you cool it? Like, he really be working these people to death. Like, it's crazy out here. Then Pharaoh's like, you know what? Bet y'all gonna try to take them away. I'm gonna make it harder for them. So he's like, yo, guards, guard. Wait, let me stop. He's like, yo, stop collecting the straw for them. Let them collect their own straw, and they can build them blocks. So they gotta go get the straw and come back and build the blocks for themselves. That man was cruel. So Jesus hardened his heart. That man's heart was 98% hard. The Lord didn't really have to do that much. They're like, we got all this, you making us do all this work, like. And Pharaoh's like, y'all are lazy. You just very lazy. And Pharaoh over here sipping with his pinky up, like, y'all are lazy. You don't. Moses like, why'd you even send me? Like, he got them working extra hard now. Like, why am I even here? Like, they're hurting even more, and you did not even free them. You didn't even free them, Lord. And the Lord's like, bet. Now you'll see what I do to Pharaoh, because he didn't listen to what I told him to do. He's like, because I'm strong. It's in the Bible. God said, I'm strong. So by my strong hand, he's going to see what it looks like when somebody come in here. Like, don't mess with my Israelites. The guys were getting real hype. He's like, I'm the Lord. I was there when Abraham needed me, when Jacob needed me, when Isaac needed me. And he's just going ham. Like, I'm God. Like, he's hyping himself up like, He's like, I made an agreement. I'm going to bring them to Canaan. I don't tell no lies. Like, check my record. And he's like, basically, tell the people I'm coming. Go to Pharaoh and tell him to let my people go. Like, the Lord gave this man so many chances. Like, what more do you need, Pharaoh? Get it right, bro. But Moses is like, the Israelites not trying to hear that right now. He gave him the whole game plan. What's going to happen? He says, I'm going to harden his heart. And then Pharaoh's not going to listen, like I knew he wouldn't. And then I'm gonna lay my hands on Egypt. Think I'm playing, y'all. He said, I'm gonna put my hand on Egypt. He said, I'm gonna do my great acts. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I do. I'm great. I'm gonna punish them. And then we're gonna get the Israelites out of there. For some reason, the Bible wanted to inform you guys that at this is when they went to Pharaoh. Moses was 80 and Aaron was 83. There's two grown old men. How did they were really active back then, because there's a lot of work to be doing in bushes and taking shoes off and walking deserts. Like, that's crazy for an 80-year-old man. So the Lord's like, he already knew what Pharaoh was about to do. He said, so when Pharaoh tells you, prove yourselves to show me God's great works, you know what Moses did. You know what I'm saying? He said, say less. He got the stick, threw it on the ground, snake. And Pharaoh was like, he's like, wise man. Ooh, ooh. And they came, and he's like, show them something. And they're like, dropped it. Same thing happened. A snake appeared through the snake. A snake appeared through the stick. But little did they're like, bam. Still looking at Moses. And little did they know, yo, their snake got eaten all the snakes got eaten by the snake that Aaron or Moses threw. So Moses goes by the Nile, and Pharaoh's inside in the water on his little boat. And Moses like, God said to let his people go, but see, you have not listened. You chilling in the water right now. So I'm gonna take my special stick, I'm gonna put it in the water, and it's gonna make it turn into blood. And then fish in there, they gonna die. And also, it's gonna smell bad, cause the dead in the blood. God's like, hey, tell Aaron to put the stick in the water. He's like, okay, Aaron, put the stick in now. Put the stick in now. And it turned to blood. Like, believe it or not, the water turned to blood. I'm talking inside my body blood, not just sugar water like Kool-Aid. It's not Kool-Aid, it's real blood. And then Pharaoh's like, oh my gosh, y'all trying too hard. You're dragging it. And he's like, yo, wise man, ooh, come over here. Do the same thing. And they did the same thing. And Pharaoh's like, and he went in his house. So then the next day, he goes back to him and he's like, yo, the Lord said, like, let my people go so they can come and worship me. And if you don't, like, it's gonna be a lot of frogs in your house and like all around this place. So just listen, like, let the people go. And then Pharaoh got fed up. It was frogs everywhere, in the servants' houses, coming out of lakes, coming in the houses. Like, it was crazy. So he's like, okay, hey, if tell your God to cool it with the frogs, and then I'm gonna let them go. And Moses like, your wish shall be granted. Like, I'm just trying to get this thing over with just as much as you are. And Moses is like, when can we do this? And Pharaoh's like, tomorrow. And then Moses is like, okay, perfect. He goes home, cries to the Lord about the frogs. The frogs get taken away. Pharaoh's like, oh shoot, dang, the frogs are going lit. And he didn't keep his promise. Surprised? No, I'm not. So then they go back to Pharaoh and they're like, yo, why your heart so hard? And God's like, Moses, tell Aaron to take the stick, hit the dust, and it's gonna turn to lice, and y'all just gonna have a lot of lice everywhere. I never had lice, but I heard about it and I've seen it, and it looks nasty. So it's gotta feel, feeling it, it's gotta. So the lice came, and Moses and Pharaoh's like, okay, ooh, called him over, and he's like, do it. And they're like, okay, Pharaoh's like, yo, what's good with it? They're like, nah, let me try one more time. And they couldn't do it. And they're like, yo, this is the finger of... Pharaoh's like, yo, you bet. He was not trying to hear that God did anything for these people. Pharaoh's like, okay, like... And then God's like, yo, okay, Moses, wake up early in the morning, go out there while Pharaoh's picking up the water, you know what I'm saying? Tell him, like, if you don't let my people go, it's going to be a lot of flies out here. A lot of them. So let them go. And guess what Pharaoh did? What did he do? He didn't listen. Like, this man, he got the hardest heart I ever heard in my whole life. Like, how you go through all this frogs and craziness all up in your house and you still not gonna listen? So God's like, okay, I'm gonna send flies, but I'm gonna show you like how real I am. So in the houses of the people of the Egyptians, the flies came, but in the other people's houses, the Israelites, no flies were there. So it's like, he's like, I'm gonna show you how real I am and how important this is to me. So the flies came. Guess who got hit with it? The Egyptians, and not everybody else. So he's like, maybe this will do it. And then Pharaoh's like, no, I can't do this no more. Okay, go into the desert and give your little gifts to God. And they're like, no, we're not gonna do it right here. I told you we gotta travel 3 days, because if we in Egypt and we doing that, they're gonna stone us. You know that. So no, we gotta go 3 days into the desert. And Pharaoh's like, all right, I'll let you go. This man said, don't go too far. Pray for me. What you mean pray for you? What, you scared? It's just like, all right, I'll pray for you. I'll pray about the flies too. I know you don't want that all up in here, but stop lying about letting my people go. Cool it with that. So Moses left. He prayed to the Lord, and the flies were gone. I bet y'all can guess what happened next. So once the flies were gone, Pharaoh's like, okay, lit. And he broke his promise once again. So then Moses goes back to him again. He's like, if you don't let my people go, the hand of the Lord will come with a very bad disease, and y'all gonna all get it. You'll all get it. You gonna get it. Your horse is gonna get it. Your donkey's gonna get it. All the animals, the cows gonna get it. Everybody's getting the disease. So y'all can't eat. And it's probably gonna be in the water too. So like clockwork, the next day, all the animals died. Just dropped dead. But guess what? All the animals in Israel still alive, thriving, eating grass, grazing, just living their lives. And guess what Pharaoh did? That man still didn't do anything. His heart's still hard. Man just kept deciding to be hard-hearted. Then the swords came, large hail and fire. This man still just sitting there. You know you hot. It's fire. It's a fire in your house. And you still chilling? That don't make no sense. You selfish. When the fire came, Pharaoh was like, I sinned this time. Like, this time. How you gonna say this time like all the other time? Nothing. Oh, so now you sin. Now you sinning. Okay. He's like, me and my He's like, me and my people, we all guilty. Like, we messed up. You the only one that did it. Stop trying to bring other people into your guilt. And he's like, that's my bad. I'll let your people go. Then guess what that man did? He lied. So the locusts come. And Moses is like, the Lord God says this. He's like, why you gonna hold your pride for so long? You so prideful. Let it go. Like, don't you remember when you were eating from the trees? Things were growing. Your animals were living. Don't you remember that? You don't enjoy that? And your fathers and your grandfathers never seen nothing like this. You don't see a difference. Like, nothing's changing in the world. And this man's still not listening. So what happens? It's dark everywhere, all day, every day. Ain't no sun coming up in the morning. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Not no time where the sun is out. It's just dark. Ain't no moon, because that's light too. The moon got taken away. How you think after this, the man will think it's a problem? The moon's not shining at night? When is that? Okay, continue. So then this last one, he's like, I bet you Moses, he's 80 years old. This man probably tired of walking all the way up here to this man for him to just be like, oh, okay, cool. I had a feeling I'll see you tomorrow. Like, that's annoying. So he's like, okay, tomorrow night or tonight at midnight, the Lord gonna come through and kill all the firstborn, let all the firstborn die. And you got a firstborn, so think about that, or let the people go. Like, I bet you Moses is so tired of coming through here like this. And there was specific thing that people that did not want their firstborn to die had to do, like put blood on the posts, and they had to sit a certain way, eat different things, put stuff on their feet, and so that their firstborn don't die. And guess what Pharaoh did? Not that. So his firstborn died. That's what it took for him to listen, which is crazy. Like, it could have just been locusts and flies, and you'd have been chilling. Like, your child would still be in your arms. You'd have just had to conquer somebody else, but your firstborn died now. So then Pharaoh's like, all right, I'll let them go. And this man is distraught. It's his firstborn. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. That's sad. Yep. So after that, he says they can leave, and he tries to come and kill them. Doesn't work. And then they just live in the, y'all know it didn't end. They didn't just go straight to the promised land. They were wandering and doing their craziness, but they got out of there. So yeah, that's the story. So moral of the story is, regardless of you knowing or feeling like you know what you're capable of, God can still use you in whatever situation. Like, you can't tell God, oh, I can't. You don't know that. You're capable of more than you. If the God of the universe is telling you what you're capable of, believe him. And I know it's hard as being a human and seeing like your capabilities, because our brains are not, we can't think like God does because he's God. But just know you can achieve more than you believe you can. And the story teaches you to be persistent, because Moses kept going back. This man's 80 years old. I'm sure he got feet to soak. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's really just paying attention to what the Lord is telling him. And the Lord gave him an opportunity to be used by him. He's like, why not? You know what I'm saying? And he gave him a helpmate. Like, God will always give you something to help you, or something that will help you fulfill what the Lord has for you to do. So bottom line, believe in yourself and believe that God knows the best for you. Be persistent. Don't give up just because it don't seem like it's working the first time. You will fail. People never told me this when I was younger, so I'm gonna tell you this. You're gonna fail. Life will beat you up. It's gonna punch you, hit you with a haymaker. But you gotta get up and do better. So don't be afraid of failure. Moses, it was a burning bush this man is talking to. So if the Lord's talking to you or showing you different things, just do what the Lord has for you to do. All right? So, guys, I need y'all to tell me places to go in Lakeland, because I'm starting to run out of ideas. And y'all know stuff. Just Google it and say, go here. And I will do that, because I don't know. I'm about to start sitting in the parking lot of my apartment. I don't know. But, yeah. Thank y'all for watching. And don't forget, I appreciate you.